Have you ever stopped to think if your everyday driving habits are, secretly burning a hole right through your budget? Every single time you get behind the wheel, you're making dozens of micro decisions. Decisions about how you brake, how you accelerate, even how you maintain your car. And while they might seem totally insignificant in the moment, these choices are actually compounding, day after day, and basically turning your daily commute into a massive, hidden financial drain.
I mean, just look at that number. Over $300 a year. That's the amount of cash you could be keeping in your pocket right now just by having the right tires and the correct tire pressure on your vehicle. Crazy, right? When we talk about driving, we're usually focused on the destination, the traffic, or maybe whatever's playing on the radio. But today, we're going to reframe driving as a fundamental financial issue. Because every kilometer you drive is a financial transaction, and we want to make sure you're getting the absolute best return on your investment.
So, welcome to this explainer. Our focus today is fuel-efficient driving for your daily budget. We're going to take all those dry, technical vehicle stats, the fuel consumption algorithms, and the actual physics of driving, and we're going to transform the whole shebang into an empowering, money-saving toolkit.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover the hidden cost of driving, city versus highway fuel drains, the physics of wasted fuel, 5 techniques to save money, and finally, optimizing your vehicle today. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into Section 1, the hidden cost of driving, and where your money actually goes.
So, the really crucial point here is that driving isn't just a one-time purchase, right? It's a massive, ongoing running cost. The data shows that the average driver spends over $2,800 a year on fuel alone. Because that baseline number is just so incredibly high, small inefficiencies start to compound into massive financial losses over a 12-month period. But hey, here's the flip side. It means that even a super simple, minor adjustment resulting in just a 5% saving returns serious, tangible cash directly back to your pocket. Think about it, $140 just for making tiny adjustments to how you drive. The stakes here are high, but the rewards are absolutely achievable. Moving right along to Section 2, City versus Highway Fuel Drain, Understanding Your Driving Environment. Think of the roads you drive on as 2 totally different battlegrounds. On one side, you've got city driving. This is defined by that heavy stop-and-go traffic. You know the drill. Every time you hit a red light, your engine is working overtime, and, let's be real, probably your patience too. This constant starting and stopping puts immense strain on your engine and just guzzles fuel. On the other side, we have highway driving. Sure, it feels smoother, and maintaining a steady pace is generally better for your tank. But it introduces a whole new set of financial enemies. Consistent high speeds, heavy aerodynamic drag, and the amplified impact of your vehicle's weight. So whether you're navigating dense urban grids or cruising the open freeway, your environment is actively trying to drain your fuel.
Now, let's see how this all builds in Section 3, the physics of wasted fuel, the invisible forces stealing your gas.
Take a look at that massive 20% slice. That goes purely to something called rolling resistance. Basically, this is the energy lost as your tire deforms against the road. Just think about that for a second. Literally 1/5 of the fuel you buy is dedicated purely to keeping the rubber rolling over the asphalt. This means that if you have the wrong tires, or even just poorly maintained tires, they are literally stealing fuel from your tank with every single revolution.
And check out the massive jump in the fuel penalty here. The physics of driving demands a really heavy toll for speed. We all want to get to our destination faster, of course, but driving at 120 kilometers per hour instead of a baseline of 100 kilometers per hour burns 20% more fuel. 20%! And here's the absolute kicker. On a typical 25-kilometer trip, this massive spike in fuel consumption only saves you a completely unnoticeable 2 minutes of travel time. You are essentially paying a massive premium for a time saving you won't even realize you made.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 4, 5 techniques to save money, where we'll master the mechanics of efficiency.
So, the first technique is what we call the 5-second acceleration rule. The harder you hit the gas from a dead stop, the more fuel you instantly waste. It's just a fact. So next time you're at a stop sign or a red light, I want you to try this. Stop completely, ease onto the gas gently, and deliberately take 5 full seconds to reach 20 kilometers per hour. To really master this, visualize an open, totally full cup of hot coffee sitting right there on your dashboard. Your goal is to accelerate so smoothly that you don't spill a single drop. It definitely requires some patience, but man, it dramatically cuts fuel consumption.
Next up, you've really got to master momentum. Varying your speed constantly is a massive fuel drain, so definitely use cruise control when you can. Furthermore, anticipate the traffic ahead. If you see a red light a block away, just stop accelerating. By taking your foot off the gas early and letting the car coast, you stop throwing away the forward momentum you literally just paid fuel to create. Combine that with avoiding high speeds entirely, since research shows most standard vehicles are optimally fuel efficient between 50 and 80 kilometers per hour, and you've built yourself a serious financial shield.
Let's move to our final section, Section 5. Optimize your vehicle today, featuring some life hacks to stop the bleed.
The compounding drama of these stats is just mind-blowing, honestly. First off, check your tire pressure monthly, because for every single PSI your tires are underinflated, you lose 0.2% of your fuel economy. And are you carrying around 25 kilograms of unnecessary junk in your trunk? Because that's a 1% fuel loss right there. Oh, and that empty roof rack you haven't used since last summer? It is basically acting as a giant parachute, creating aerodynamic drag that spikes your highway fuel consumption by up to 20%. Add in blasting the AC, which can spike your fuel use by another 20%, and it's easy to see how these things are silently draining your finances every single day.
And then there's the idle. 300 milliliters. That is exactly how much fuel a standard 3-liter engine wastes if you just sit idling for 10 minutes. Think about that. Whether you're in a drive-thru or just waiting to pick someone up, idling for 10 minutes is literally like taking a large coffee cup, filling it with premium fuel, and just pouring it out right onto the pavement. If you're going to be sitting for more than 60 seconds, do your wallet a huge favor and just turn off the engine.
All right, we've covered the hidden costs, the physical forces, and the actionable techniques that put control right back in your hands. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought for your very next drive. When you see traffic slowing down ahead, will you keep your foot on the gas and race to the next red light, or will you ease off, save your momentum, and coast your way to daily savings? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining this explainer, and happy, efficient driving.